The Spurs just pulled off the biggest heist in draft history, and somehow, the league just let it happen. When the 2025 NBA draft started, no one expected the Spurs to shock the entire basketball world. But with the second overall pick, they selected Dylan Harper from Rutgers University.
The second pick in the 2025 NBA draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Dylan Harper from Rutgers University.
The 19-year-old Dylan Harper out of Rutgers.
Tremendous body control, a terrific finisher at the rim through contact. He shot 67% at the rim, but he was also excellent as a pick-and-roll ball handler.
This move wasn't just bold, it felt like they stole the draft in front of everyone's eyes. The 19-year-old Harper comes from a family deeply rooted in basketball. His father, Ron Harper, was an NBA champion, and his brother is also playing professionally. Dylan didn't just arrive at this stage by chance. He's been preparing for this moment his entire life. Dylan's journey started when he was coached by his mother from kindergarten all the way to high school. His dad won 5 NBA titles, and his brother is grinding it out in Detroit. With this background, Dylan was basically born dribbling a basketball. At Rutgers, he broke records left and right, scoring more points as a freshman than anyone before him. He averaged 19.4 points, 4.6 rebounds, and 4 assists per game. His fearless drives to the basket and smooth control of the ball made him stand out as one of the most electric prospects in years. Even though Harper's skill set is crazy impressive, there's one big flaw that everyone keeps talking about: his shooting. He only shot around 33% from three-point range and 75% from the free throw line. Critics argue that this could hold him back in a league where shooting is king. But his supporters believe his balance, touch, and work ethic will eventually make him a serious long-range threat. The Spurs decided to bet big on that potential. They saw a future superstar, not just a risky project. Some people are still scratching their heads. The Spurs already have a stacked backcourt, so why bring in another ball-dominant guard? The answer is simple. They're playing chess while everyone else is stuck playing checkers. They're building something bigger than just a normal lineup. With Victor Wembanyama dominating defense, De'Aaron Fox slicing defenses apart, and now Harper joining forces, they're creating a nightmare for opponents. Add Stephen Castle, the 2025 Rookie of the Year, and Carter Bryant, a top defensive wing, and the Spurs are assembling a young, dangerous army. This isn't just a random collection of stars. The Spurs are crafting a team that can switch on defense, share playmaking duties, and attack from everywhere. Harper, with his 6 feet 6 inches frame and long wingspan, can guard multiple positions and create offense even without the ball in his hands. Carter Bryant brings elite defense and strong shooting, while Wembanyama spaces the floor and protects the rim like no one else. This mix makes them one of the most unpredictable and explosive young cores in NBA history. If this experiment works, the Spurs might become unstoppable for the next decade. Imagine Harper and Fox running fast breaks, Castle hitting clutch shots, Bryant locking up stars, and Wembanyama swatting everything at the rim. It's a scary thought for every other team in the league. But if Harper's shooting never develops, or if there's too much ball handling and not enough chemistry, the whole plan could blow up. That's the risky part of the gamble San Antonio's taking. Living up to the Harper name isn't easy. People will expect Dylan to carry his team like his dad did, but some are wondering if he can handle this weight. At Rutgers, his team didn't make the NCAA tournament, despite having 2 top prospects. Critics ask, if he's so good, why couldn't he drag his team further? Supporters say that Rutgers wasn't built to win big, and that Harper did more than enough to prove his value. The debate is fierce, but one thing is certain: everyone will be watching his next move closely. There's also the big question of fit. With so many guards already on the roster, will Harper get enough chances to shine? Some analysts think this could be a major problem. They worry about too many players needing the ball, not enough shooters to spread the floor, and possible locker room clashes. But the Spurs believe that positionless basketball is the future. They see Harper as someone who can play on or off the ball, attack mismatches, and become a defensive force alongside Bryant and Castle. Whether you love it or hate it, the Spurs draft move has everyone talking. It's a swing for the fences that could either turn them into a dynasty or leave them stuck in years of mediocrity. No matter what happens, one thing is clear. San Antonio isn't afraid to take risks. They're pushing the NBA into a new era, and nobody can say they're playing it safe. One major reason the Spurs believe in this wild draft strategy is their commitment to defense. While most teams chase flashy shooters and highlight dunks, San Antonio wants to build a wall. With Wembanyama already the most terrifying rim protector in the game, adding Harper's size and Bryant's defensive energy means they can guard anyone, anywhere. Carter Bryant, picked 14 overall, is a huge piece of this puzzle. He's not coming in to drop 30 points every night. He's there to shut people down, make smart plays, and hit the open shot when it matters. Bryant showed at Arizona that he's all about winning, shooting over 37% from three and blocking 37 shots as a freshman proves he isn't just another athletic wing. He understands defensive rotations, closes out with discipline, and doesn't chase stats. His humility and team-first mindset fit perfectly with San Antonio's culture. In interviews, he talked more about studying film and helping teammates than personal numbers. This attitude can be the glue holding this new Spurs core together. When you have a mix of young stars, having someone who focuses on the dirty work is priceless. Let's take a second to look at this young core again. Harper at 19, Bryant at 20, Castle still developing, Wembanyama at only 21, and Fox leading the charge. This group has the potential to dominate both ends of the court for years. If everything clicks, they could become one of the scariest teams in NBA history. Imagine a defense so tight that every possession feels like a trap and an offense that can beat you from any angle. This isn't just rebuilding, it's a total takeover plan. But with all this hype comes serious risk. Harper's shooting still stands out as a major question mark. In today's NBA, if you can't stretch the floor, defenses can sag off and ruin your spacing. If Harper can't fix his jumper, the offense could collapse under pressure. And when you add in the fact that there are so many playmakers on the roster, the chemistry experiment becomes even riskier. Too many cooks in the kitchen can lead to disaster. The Spurs are betting big that their player development system, known for turning raw talent into stars, will fix these problems before they explode. Fans can't help but think back to past Spurs successes. Remember how they developed Kawhi Leonard from a defensive specialist into an NBA Finals MVP? Or how they built around Tim Duncan with patience and smart decisions? This gives fans hope that Harper could follow a similar path. But at the same time, not every experiment works. If the pieces don't fit, or if egos get in the way, San Antonio could be looking at years of wasted potential. It's a high-risk, high-reward situation that has the entire league on the edge of their seats. Some people wonder, how did nobody stop the Spurs from pulling off this heist? The truth is, in the draft, teams make decisions based on their own plans and predictions. Other teams might have passed on Harper because of his shooting concerns, thinking they could find safer options. The Spurs saw something different, a hidden gem that could turn into a generational talent. By moving fast and trusting their vision, they grabbed Harper before anyone realized what happened. Now the rest of the league has to watch and wonder if they missed out on the next big thing. This move by San Antonio also kicks off a new kind of arms race in the NBA. Teams can't just focus on grabbing the best shooter or the biggest name anymore. They have to think deeper: versatility, defense, and long-term chemistry. The Spurs' daring strategy is pushing everyone to rethink how to build a contender. Teams will now look for players who can guard multiple positions, play off the ball, and contribute without needing the spotlight. San Antonio might have started a new trend, and we could see more teams copying this blueprint soon. Now all eyes turn to training camp and the start of the season. Will Harper's shot improve fast enough to make an instant impact? Can Bryant's defense translate to the pros at a high level? Will Wembanyama continue to grow into the ultimate defensive weapon? And most importantly, can this young core come together and share the ball without drama? The answers to these questions will decide if the Spurs become a new dynasty or just another what-if story in NBA history. For now, fans will watch every move, every practice report, and every preseason game like hawks. The stakes are sky high, and the excitement is off the charts. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that subscribe button and join the conversation. Don't forget to like and drop your thoughts below. Let's talk hoops.